Good morning, children. How are you all? Today, I think previously we have completed basic geometrical ideas. Now, in this class, we are going to start about geometry. It is related to geometry, but it is clearly considered as mensuration. What it is? Mensuration. Children, mensuration is nothing but measuring the given objects. Measuring the given objects. Then what will you measure? For example, one boy want to make wear shirt. Directly from market, I'm not talking about ready-made shirt. Ready-made shirt, before ready-made shirt also, they will provide only cloth. That cloth will be made by tailor as a shirt. For that, he will take some measurements. What is that measurement? Means the shape, the length of the body and the width of the body, the length of the shoulders, length of the hands and everything. So measurement is nothing but we can use in daily life, in various fields we can use it. There is a huge benefit of learning measurement. Okay, but in that primarily we can discuss for what is measurement. Okay, for example, this is an object. Okay, it has two measurements. One is from here we have started. Suppose if you start here, if you travel like this entire through this line, and again we can come back to this end point only. The total distance we can comes under the length of the object. Okay, but sir, it is a curve now. We cannot measure. It's not possible to measure by using scale. Yes, there is a method. Let us take a thread. Thread. If you keep one first end point of the thread on this point A, and keep entire through this diagram, the thread must be keep entire through this diagram, and again bring here and cut it. Then you can leave. The entire wire will be straight. That wire you can measure by using scale. Then we can get it length. That is the way of finding length of the irregular shapes, not regular shapes. Length of the irregular shapes. Is it clear? So children, then what is this length called? This length called perimeter. Means the boundary line, the length of the boundary line is called perimeter. Okay, so that is the first measurement of any object. It may be a regular object or it may be irregular shapes. The first measurement is perimeter. So once again I repeat that perimeter is nothing but, what is that? Perimeter is the length of the boundary line. Boundary lines of given object is called perimeter. Okay, children? Now, so and another thing here, this entire closed figure obtained some region. This is the region. Am I right? Okay. The space between boundary line is called area. For example, how much shirt does it require to make a how much cloth is required to make a shirt means 2 meters, sir, 1.5 meter. The shopkeeper will say like that, na? How? By according to measurements, approximately they will tell you that how much place, how much cloth. How much cloth, it doesn't mean that the area of the cloth. So this is the object. It is an object. This object is bounded by a line segment. Sorry, curve. And the region between these boundary lines, is called area of the given object. This is the second most measurement value. So first one is perimeter, second one is area. What is that area? Area is the region bounded by boundary lines is called area of the object. Is it clear, children? So this is area and this is perimeter. Am I right, children? So these are the primary measurements of the given objects. First one, primary measurement is perimeter. Second one is area. Once again I repeat that. Perimeter is nothing but the length of the boundary lines of given object. Here, from here to here, like this. Here, this total length comes under the perimeter, and area means the space, the region bounded by this boundary line is called area. Okay, children? Later on, we'll go for finding perimeters for some shapes and finding areas for some shapes. Okay? I'll give you 1 minute time. Please write these two definitions. Okay? Okay, children. Now, let me explain about how to find the perimeter of some given shapes. Perimeter of given shapes. Children, look at me, all of you. I'll draw some shapes. It may be regular, or it may be irregular. But we are going to find the perimeter of those shapes. Okay. But one thing, everybody listen carefully. For example, first diagram. This is the shape given like this. Okay. And this is 40 centimeters. And this is 10 centimeters. And this is 10. And this is also 40 centimeters. Okay. And second diagram given like this. Okay children, it is given measurement as 1 and here it is 3 and here it is 3 and here it is 1 and here it is 3, all the centimeters only here, and this is 3 centimeters and here it is 1 centimeter and here it is 3 centimeter, this is 3, this is 3, this is 1. Here I am writing only for first this one only. 1 centimeter I am writing for 1. The remaining all I have to given in centimeters only. Okay, clear? Now look at this. How to find the perimeter? For example, if we give numbers also like this. For example, what is that? Here A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K and L. This is, and here it is P, Q, R, S. P, Q, R. Okay, children. Now, as per definition, what is the perimeter? Perimeter is nothing but sum of the lengths of the all its boundary lines. Am I right? Am I right? Now here, how many boundary lines are given here in this given figure? 4 boundary lines. 4 boundary lines have given here. 1, 2, 3, 4 boundary lines. So these 4 boundary lines, the sum of these 4 boundary lines will give you the perimeter of the given object. Therefore, here perimeter is equal to PQ plus QR plus RS plus SP. That implies PQ means 40 plus 10 plus 40 plus 10. That implies 40 plus 40, 80 plus 20, 100 centimeters. This is the perimeter of this first object. Clear, children? See, once again I am repeating that perimeter is nothing but the length of the boundary line of the given object. Here, this is the polygon which containing 4 line segments. So, 4 line segment means we have to add all the lengths of these 4 line segments. That is why 40 plus 10 plus 40 plus 10. That implies 100 centimeters. But here comes to that here perimeter for second object. Perimeter, I will write P directly. How many line segments are given here? Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 line segments have given. The length of all these 12 line segments will give that. So sum of the 12 line segments I write here. Otherwise that I write AB plus BC plus CD plus DE plus EF plus FG plus GH plus HI plus IJ next JK plus KL. Am I right, children? Now, what is that? 1 plus 3, sorry, 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3, again plus 3, again plus 1, again plus 3, again 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus, that's all. Okay, and one more this here also, AL also plus AL. Here KL 3 na, again AL is also 3. Now add it. 1 plus 3, 4 plus 3, 7, 8 plus 3, 11, 14, 15, 18, 21, 22, 25 and 28. Finally the total is 28 centimeters. This is the perimeter of this object. Is it clear? Perimeter doesn't mean that sum of the measurements, sum of the length of all the boundary lines. Here 12 boundary lengths we have, that is why total the sum of the 12 lengths 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 28 centimeters is the perimeter. Clear, children? Now, like this. These are the different shapes. Actually, these are the, according to the shape we have formed that perimeters. But later on, by doing day by day, we'll use formulas also. Okay, children? Now, write this. Write this all of you. Okay, children, shall I write this? Right. Now, perimeter of regular shapes. Perimeter of regular shapes. Perimeter of regular shapes. In that regular shape, first one is rectangle. First one is I think most of you know that what is rectangle. This is the rectangle. A rectangle is nothing but a quadrilateral in which both opposite pairs of sides are equal. Am I right? So this is length and this is called breadth. Whenever rectangle pair of opposite sides are equal, na? So whenever this is becomes L and automatically this is also L and this is also B. Now actually perimeter is equal to L plus B plus, this is L plus, this is B. By using algebraic expression L plus B plus D, that implies L plus L 2L, B plus B 2B, that implies if you take 2 as a common, 2 into L plus B, 2 into L plus B. Therefore, perimeter of rectangle is equal to 2 into L plus B. 2 into L plus B. This is the formula, children. Perimeter of rectangle. Okay, children. Now, this is first one. And another one, another shape is square. What it is? Square. Square is nothing but all the sides are equal, na? So whenever it is yes, it yes, yes, yes. Am I right? Now again perimeter. Perimeter means sum of the length of the boundary lines. So therefore yes plus yes plus yes plus yes, yes plus yes plus yes, 4s. Therefore perimeter of square. Perimeter of square is equal to 4s units. Here 2 into L plus B units. Okay. Now write these two formulas. Okay.